Hi, I'm Brad Geiger, and I've been doing a daily comic strip since February 2000. My comic, Evil Incorporated, is about a corporation that's run for supervillains by supervillains because you can do more evil if you do it legal. And it's a daily humor comic, but it's got overarching storylines. If you don't read it already, I'd really encourage you to check it out. I think you might like it. Ever since Corey Cassoni, Scott Kurtz, and I launched the first ever Patreon exclusive podcast, which you can check out over at survivingcreativity.com, I've been thinking more and more about using Patreon as part of my own comic strip, Evil Incorporated. And so that's what I want to talk to you guys about right now. You see, Patreon works like this. You set a monthly dollar amount. It can be as low as $1 a month, or it can be as high as you want. And every month that I do monthly comics, 4 weeks or 5 weeks of daily comics like I've been doing for 14 years, every month that I do that again, your account gets charged that amount, okay? Don't worry, you can set a cap amount on this. So if all of a sudden I decide to get kind of sneaky and do 2 months worth of work in 1 month, which is never going to happen, you're not all of a sudden get charged twice as much. You can set a cap. So you say, hey, I don't want to ever give this guy Geiger more than whatever the amount is. It's plenty for him. Don't worry. You're not going to get, this is not a trick. I know it's hard to sign up for something called Evil Incorporated and think you're not getting tricked, but would this face trick you? It couldn't, let's face it. So here's what's neat about the Patreon pledge system that I've set up. You can sign up at a really low rate and just support the comic, and that's cool. But the more you pledge, the more you're signing up for in terms of rewards. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. For $1 a month, you get signed up for the base level, really cool backer deal. You get the access to the special behind-the-scenes activity feed. I'm going to be posting work in progress shots, maybe talk about the storylines a little bit, coupon codes for stuff that I'm selling, so you get it at a reduced rate since you're already giving me money. Stuff like that for just $1 a month. It's painless, right? For $5 a month, you get all of that plus the monthly Evil Inc. digital comic book. Now, this is something I'm really proud of. I work way in advance, so I'm able to put out a comic that gives all of the upcoming month's comics in one package. So at the first week of any month, you're going to get that entire upcoming month's comics all in one fell swoop. It ships as a PDF and as a Mobi file, so those of you who have Kindle Fires, set up just for you guys. And you can read the entire thing. Plus, not only do you get a pre-release of all of the upcoming month's comics, but I do something special called Tales from the Evil Inc. Archive. I've been doing this for a long time, so I've got a real deep archive. So what I do is I go back and I pull out storylines that were particularly good and give you the entire storylines all in one chunk. Or I'll do a preview of one of my graphic novels for a few pages. Or I'll take one character and I'll say, this was this character's best appearances in Evil Inc. and just group them like that. It's really kind of a fun extra thing that you get with the Evil Inc. digital comic. Well worth the $5 a month that you're donating to get that and the activity feed. Okay, for $10 a month, you get all of that. Plus, I'm going to be doing a weekly 1-hour video hangout that only donators at this and higher levels can get access to, all right? We'll sit down. We'll have our own personal private Patreon podcast. We'll talk about Evil Inc. stuff. We'll talk about comics in general. If those of you are cartoonists, we can talk shop. Or we can just talk about whatever's going on in the world. I'm easy. I can talk about anything. I love the sound of my own voice. So we'll sit down and we'll just shoot the breeze for an hour. It's something special that I'm really looking forward to, and I think you're going to find it really cool. That's for the $10 level. Now, at $20, I wanted to do something to see whether this would work, and I think I've come up with something really enticing for people that might want to be Patreon patrons at the $20 level. I'm going to do a monthly Evil Inc. original art drawing. So, if you're at the $20 level, you get entered every month into this drawing. If I pull your name out of the hat, and I'll do it as part of that weekly hangout that I announced at the $10 level, so you can see there's no chicanery. If I pull your name, you get to choose out of any of the Evil Ink original art that I have available. If I've already sold it on the website, I can't give it to you. But if it's there and if it's available, I'm going to box it up and ship it to you. This is a great way to amass what I think is very attractive original comics art. Heavy Bristol board, archival ink, the line work stands up amazingly well. Hand lettered for the last year and a half, so everything is very nice. One piece of art, matted and framed, looks really, really great on your wall. And depending on how many $20 a month Patreon patrons there are, you might have a good chance of winning this thing on a monthly basis. And I'm happy to see it go to you because I want to make something, if somebody's willing to sign up at that level, I want to really make it worth their time. So that's my Patreon pitch. I hope you guys like it. You know how to get in touch with me. Hit me on the website, Twitter, Facebook. I'm pretty easy to catch. Let me know what you think. And if you do become a Patreon patron, by all means, talk about it on social media. Tell people that you're supporting me on Twitter. Make a post on Facebook that you're involved in this thing. That's what made the Webcomics Handbooks go so big, you guys, was that people not only supported it, but then they turned around and went on social media and talked about it. I'd love to see you guys get behind this. I'm really excited about it. If you've got some ideas on how you think I can make it better, this is a work in progress. I am more than happy to add reward levels, milestones, the whole 9 yards. Let me know what you think, and as always, thank you so much for reading the comic and supporting this dream.